Hi everybody, it's me, Ashley, and today I'm here with another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Warriors Into the Wild by Erin Hunter. Look at those cute cats. I love animals. Always have, probably always will. So, this is actually the first book I ever read for fun. I didn't actually read it for fun. I read it for a book report in school. But this was the first book that I actually ever enjoyed. And I was a huge Warriors fan. I was a huge Erin Hunter fan. I just went crazy after reading this book. I was in 4th grade, picked it up for a book report, and that's what got me into reading for the first time. Before I had like a huge, long reading slump and stopped reading. But, So anyway, I had a lot of fond memories of this. I read it in 4th grade. I read it in 7th grade. Those are the 2 times I specifically remember reading it. I probably read it more, but those are the times that I remember, I can think of. And, this was like my favorite book. I'm sad to say, I reread it, and I'm sad to say it did not live up to the, my expectations. Because, if you would have talked to me in 4th grade, I would have given this 5 out of 5 stars. 7th grade, I would have given this 5 out of 5 stars. Today, as a 20-year-old, looking at it objectively, it hurts me, but I have to give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Which isn't bad. I mean, it's a good book. It's not bad. And I would recommend it to people. I mean, it's not bad. But for me, a 3.5 is not a bad rating. So, all right. Let me give you a little gist of what the story is about. Fire alone can save our clan. For generations, 4 clans of wild cats have shared the forest according to the laws laid down by their powerful ancestors. But the warrior code is threatened, and the Thunder Clan cats are in grave danger. The sinister Shadow Clan grows stronger every day. Noble warriors are dying, and some deaths are more mysterious than others. In the midst of this turmoil appears an ordinary house cat named Rusty, who may yet turn out to be the bravest warrior of them all. So that's the description on there. That's what got me to pick up the book the first time. I don't like that description because it really, it kind of lays out the world, the concept, but it doesn't, I don't know. Here's a little bit more information that you find out, and this isn't spoilers, it's just, you find this out in, the first 2 chapters, so. Basically, Rusty, a house cat, like it said, decides to leave his home and join the Thunder Clan, which is one of the clans of cats. He becomes an apprentice and is renamed Firepaw, which is an interesting name, but I like it. You can see where this is going, the fire alone can save our clan. Firepaw. You can see where this is going. And then he starts training to become a warrior. And he meets all these other characters. There's so many characters to keep straight. So what I love about these books is they have these lists of these characters and what they look like. So for example, Blue Star. Blue-gray she-cat tinged with silver around her muzzle. Yeah. Just an example. And they have that for all of the characters from Thunder Clan, Shadow Clan, Wind Clan, River Clan, and then the cats outside the clans. And they have a handy dandy little map of the warriors, the clan's home. And then they have this map, which I don't really look at that much, because this is really just the human map, I think. So this is the map that the humans would use, but over here, nothing's referred to as Wendover Farm. So you know, I always refer to the first map because they use, you know, Barley's farm. That's what it's called because, you know, he's the barn cat, so they think he owns the barn or the farm. I don't know. That's just what it's called. Anyway, so pros. This was very entertaining, especially in the second half. It was an entertaining story. I liked the story, and I read it in 2 sittings. So, which, I mean, it's a short book, so that's not really hard, but at the same, and plus it's the reading rush, so I've been trying to read a lot more, but, you know, it's interesting. Also, Erin Hunter is actually 4 different people. I don't know who they are, but it's 4 different people. And this does not read like 4 different people wrote it. You can't tell who wrote which chapter or anything like that. It's just, it feels like it was written by one person, which is definitely a positive. And then Ravenpaw exists. Let me just tell you about Ravenpaw, because he's my favorite character. And I have a feeling he's not going to be in the next book for reasons. But, anyway, so let's see. Ravenpaw. Small, skinny, black Tom with a tiny white dash on his chest and a white-tipped tail. So freaking cute. But, like, the reason I like him so much, one, he's super adorable, because he's always, like, messing with his paws and, like, doing little cute little gestures and, like, flicking his tail, and it's so cute. And he's a kitten. He's only, like, 7, 8 months old. So he's a kitten. But another thing, the main reason I like him is he is just a little furball, a little puffball of nerves. He's nervous about everything. For a good reason. He has a good reason to be nervous. However, he just, you know, he's so nervous and he's so cute and it's so relatable because I'm a nervous wreck most of the time. So, you know, anyway, so he exists. So that is definitely a positive. And then another thing that I think the book did well is it did a really good job making me hate the villain. It takes you a little while, not long, but a little while to get to know who the villain is. Because at first the villain seems like, I mean, Firepaw is really meeting all these different cats all at once, so they all kind of seem like just other cats, but then you realize who the actual villain is, and you learn more and more about the villain and why he/she is the villain. I'm not gonna let you know whether it's a boy or a girl, because why not? I don't know. And then the cons. It had a slow beginning, I will say that. The beginning was interesting, and I understand it was setting up for the rest of the story, but I wasn't hooked for a little ways in. I didn't understand some of the characters' motives, which I'll explain a little bit later. I would have liked more character building scenes. More character building, just in general. Because the character building was not great. This is definitely a plot-driven story rather than a character-driven story. Nothing wrong with that. However, I would have liked... I personally like more character-driven stories. So I would have enjoyed more character scenes. So for example, Greypaw and Lionheart. Greypaw is an apprentice. Lionheart is his mentor. And I just love their relationship so much, and I wish that got explored more. Now, I will put a trigger warning, because this does have a very toxic relationship in it. Not like a romantic relationship, but like, I almost want to compare it to a parent-child relationship, a toxic parent-child relationship, because to these cats, like, I don't know who any of these cats' parents are, but they have their mentors. Once they become an apprentice, they have mentors. So I kind of take it as the mentor, who's the one who teaches them everything, is kind of like their parent. So there is a toxic parent-child or teacher-student relationship that happens. So if that's going to trigger anybody, just throwing that out there. Anyway, so now I'm going to go into spoilers. So if you haven't read this, get out of here, come back when you've read it. It's only like 200 and some odd pages, so shouldn't take you that long. Anyway, so in chapter 5, I wrote that I wasn't very impressed, probably because I came in with such high expectations. Like, I expected it to be like a 5-star read, but when it wasn't a 5-star read, I was disappointed, and then I was able to level it out. So the beginning, I may have judged a little too harshly because of that, but the rest of the book I loved. So, you know, around chapter 9 is where I started to get really into it. Really into it. I liked how it started asking moral questions. When Firepaw comes across Yellowfang, and it's the question of what is he supposed to do? What is correct according to his morals? Because there's no right answer in this situation. Should he be loyal to his clan and feed his clan first? Or should he offer food to this starving cat who will probably die if she doesn't eat soon? That moral question, and I don't believe that there is a correct moral answer to that, because loyalty is very important, but also saving someone's life is also very important. So they're both very important. I think everyone can make a decision on that, and they're justified in their decision, especially since Yellowfang was from a rival clan. But Firepaw does decide to help Yellowfang, so, and I would have done that same thing. I agree with Firepaw's decision. And then in chapter 13, at the Gathering, that's when I was thinking, Broken Star, the leader of Shadow Clan, he's kind of sketch. Because he was, like, asking for Shadow Clan to be able to hunt on other clans' territory. And then he said that Yellowfang was, like, gonna kill the kits, the babies. But at this point, I wrote that Yellowfang wasn't bad. And I even wrote this, and I stand by this, fight me. Yellowfang is a really big softie just trying to hide it. I really think she's just a big old softie. And then this chapter is also where you realize Tiger Claw is the one who killed Redtail. Or at least that's when I realized it. I mean, I already knew because I'd read the book before and I remembered this plot point. But this is at the point when I think most people would start to understand or suspect what was going on. And then freaking a few chapters before, Firepaw talked to Smudge, which was one of his, like, house pet friends. He really shouldn't have talked to Smudge. I mean, that was a stupid move on his part. So, I don't know what to tell you there, buddy. But, yeah. And then there's freaking Shadow Clan is attacking Thunder Clan. And I knew that they were attacking... Like, I didn't remember from my previous reads what was happening. But once, Blue Star's like, we gotta get back to the camp, I was like, okay, something big's going on. And then when they were walking through Wind Clan territory and she's like, you don't have to worry about any Shadow Clan patrols, I was like, yep, they're attacking the camp. So that was fun. And then page 199, I wrote this. I don't understand why Tiger Claw was appointed deputy. He's obviously a horrible cat. He literally verbally abuses and tries to kill his apprentice. Like, he's very verbally abusive, not only to Ravenpaw, his apprentice, but to everyone else. He's abusive to Firepaw, he's abusive to Graypaw, soon to be Graystripe. He's very abusive to everyone. I would not have chosen him to be deputy. I think this is one of the very few mistakes that Blue Star makes. I kind of understand why she did it, kind of, because he's strong, but at the same time he's not morally righteous. But then again, I ain't the leader of a clan, so who am I to talk? And then on page 200, I wrote these exact words: "Shit's getting intense." So that was fun. I don't remember exactly what happened, but pretty sure that's about when Tiger Claw was appointed deputy. And then on page 202, when Tiger Claw is like, Blue Star needs bodyguards, it didn't make any sense. Because, one, why is Tiger Claw making this decision? He is not the leader. And based on my understanding, the leader has final say. It doesn't matter necessarily what the deputy thinks. The leader has final say. Kind of like a king or a queen or a dictatorship, or I don't know much about government, but that's how it seems to work. So why is Tiger Claw making these decisions? Also, why is Tiger Claw choosing who's guarding her? Wouldn't Blue Star choose her own guards? And obviously, he chooses Darkstripe and Longtail because Darkstripe was his apprentice. I know that much. I don't know about Longtail, but Longtail's close to him, apparently. And then if she's attacked, if they're attacked again, you would think that the priority would be the kids. Because Blue Star, at this point at least, still had 4 lives. Or so they thought. That's the one twist I didn't see coming, was that she didn't actually have 4 lives. But everything else I predicted. But I don't know, it was just, I just thought that was strange. And then I enjoy this quote from page 202. It says, Blue Star says this, "As the Warrior Code says, the safety of the clan is more important than the security of any single member." I just like that. And then it doesn't make any more sense, because on page 208, when Firepaw sneaks out into the forest and overhears Tiger Claw's conversation with Darkstripe and Longtail, what are they doing out in the forest? Why aren't they back at camp being Blue Star's bodyguards? That just didn't make sense to me. Toward the end, I was getting very frustrated at Graypaw. Because, one, he didn't figure out that Tiger Claw killed Redtail. I thought that was very obvious, and with the information he had, even though he didn't see and hear the exact same things Firepaw saw and heard, he, I don't know, I just feel like he should have suspected it. It seemed kind of obvious. But anyway, I was frustrated at him because he didn't figure that out. And then he didn't trust Yellowfang, what reason? I don't understand their mistrust of Yellowfang. I understand their mistrust of her, them not trusting her, but openly disliking her? I didn't understand that. Because she's done nothing. She's done nothing to make you think that she would do anything. Especially, she even protected the kids during the Shadow Clan attack. So, excuse me. So she's obviously done things to help your clan, so why are you still doubting her? Anyway, that just frustrated me. One thing I noticed is that Firepaw didn't have any flaws. Because he's referred to as strong, he's referred to as smart and clever, he's referred to as, so many different things. He's morally righteous. There are just so many things about him. And he's likable. But at the same time, he doesn't have any character flaws, so it's hard to relate to him. He seems perfect. The only thing that I could kind of see of being a character flaw is when he doesn't tell Blue Star about Ravenpaw's situation. I think that fear and him giving into that fear might have been a character flaw. But that wasn't explored much. Maybe it'll be explored later in the series. But as of right now, I don't see him having a character flaw, and that makes it hard to relate to him. That's why I relate to Ravenpaw so much more. And I wrote, Ravenpaw is so cute and relatable. He's just a little puffball of nerves. So cute. And then I wrote, Greypaw and Lionheart are so cute. Because they're just so cute. Like, they go and they, put their muzzles together, and they, And then when Lionheart freaking dies, and I'm just, Greypaw's so freaking sad, and I'm just, so sad for him, even though he's kind of annoying. And then the last thing I wrote in my notes, Blue Star equals best leader. Blue Star for president. Because she's just, I like her. I like her leading style. I like her better than any president we've had during my lifetime. So I think she would make a very good president. Honestly, I wish she was real, and I wish she was American, and I wish she could run for president, and I wish she wasn't a cat. Anyway, so that's my review of Warriors Into the Wild. 3.5 out of 5 stars. This is, I do recommend. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later with my next book review. Alright, bye!